There's a run sheet. Let's go. 5, 4. Welcome everybody to the Super Hype Train. This is episode 4, I believe, and we're talking about Rabbids plus Mario. No, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdoms. I'm Wilco, and with me on the chat here to my right, your left, my left, your right, Whiplash. How you going, mate?
I'm doing good, Wilco. How are you?
I'm excellent. Couldn't be better, mate. It's Monday night, best night of the week. Below him is Josho. How you going, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. It's a bit frozen in Canberra at the moment.
It is a bit frozen in Canberra. Love it. And below me is the way they should be. A couple NPCs. Alice and Andrew, how you going, mate?
Woo! So I'm really hard to play this game. I just can't contain it.
That's it. I heard one of you guys got a Switch during the week, or
Yeah, it was my birthday on the weekend, and my girlfriend was like, "You don't have a Switch, so I'm gonna get you a Switch." And I'm like,
she's a keeper.
"Yeah, yeah,
Good girlfriend."
yeah."
Okay, so you've got us this week. This is the random crew that you unfortunately have to put up with for a week. As I said, we're talking about Ubisoft's new game for the Switch, and I think all of us in this room, bar one, has a Switch, so we might be playing this coming out. Yes, that's him. Don't point. We'd like to say hello to everyone in Twitch chat at the moment. We've got a fairly good audience at the moment. If you want to join us, twitch.tv/Wilco's Chill Zones, where we record every Monday night. But let's jump straight into it. This is obviously Mario plus Rabbids Kingdoms that got announced at E3, which we talked about a little bit in one of our first couple of episodes. It's made by Ubisoft Milan and Ubisoft Paris working together, published by Ubisoft, and coming out 29th of August 2017.
Yes.
Now,
Wait, it's coming out in August.
yeah, it's like
I
next
thought it was
month.
like September. I'm like, oh, now I'm even more excited.
Yeah, it's very, very close. That's what surprised me. Like, they've announced it, and 2 months later, it's out. Or 2.5 months.
I only just got a Switch, so I'm trying to play catch up.
What's the first... What have you played on Switch so far?
I got Mario Kart 8.
You're a good man. You can join us when we start playing Mario Kart.
You're damn right.
We can have a huge comp. We have Super Hype Train comp now. That's good. What this game is going to be, basically, if you watch the E3 press conference, Ubisoft got one directive, which was do not make a game we've made before in the Mario world. You need to make something completely different. So what they did is they made a turn-based tactical role-playing video game, is what Wikipedia seems to say it is. If for the layman's out there, it's XCOM 2, but with Rabbids and Mario in the kingdom of Mario. So all that excites me because I don't get to play enough XCOM, and I'll be able to play it on the go now, and with the joy of playing it with my kids and not scaring them to hell. So should be good.
I can just imagine that. Like, Daddy, what's that thing?
That's it.
Aliens just come out.
Did you know this is the first time Mario's ever shot a gun in his life?
First time for everything.
Mario's a big boy now, so
He's got his big boy pants.
boy.
who are the Rabbids, Josh? Tell me.
They're basically the
They're
most
ug-
annoying thing you'd ever come across from Rayman, and it's basically the minions in video game form.
Worst part is it's not even from the good fucking Rayman games. It's from the
Oh.
last couple they did.
Yes,
Spitting out sequels to try and get the franchise going again.
Now
but
they spat it
they're
out for
literally
Wii, wasn't it? It was Raven
I
Rabbids. Was that the first time?
Yeah, I think it was on Wii.
Wii launch title or Wii launch
I
window
feel like
title?
I feel like that might have been a PS2 title for it as well. I think
Maybe.
it was right at that sort of
Sequels.
end.
Now, because we're outside of France and most of Europe, we don't really have much to do with the Rabbids, although I see them on ABC3. No, it's one of the kids' channels.
Yeah, they've got a cartoon now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
I was over at my mate's place, and he's got a bunch of kids, and the Rabbids were on TV, and I'm just like, oh my god, they've made it, and it upsets me.
It's huge over in France in particular. Like, Rabbids are huge. Like, they are one of the biggest cartoons over there, and they just love them. That's why they've brought them into such a big franchise like Mario. I don't know what else Ubisoft could have brought in with it. Whip, is there any other ideas that any other franchises?
Assassin's Creed.
I
Well,
don't
the
think
Rabbids do it.
really no other franchise that could have worked with Mario, but at the same time, this doesn't really work with Mario either. It's definitely a strange choice, and I don't know where they were heading with it.
But as you
Maybe
boys
they
were
just-
mentioning, Assassin's Creed, the Rabbids are in basically every promo for every game out there. They've done Splinter Cell,
Yeah.
they've done Assassin's Creed, they've done just about everything.
You know, the Rabbids are Ubisoft's version of the Minions.
It is
From
basically.
Yeah, I said
fucking
that.
Despicable Me, and they're just if they can throw them in there for any reason,
Yeah,
that's
I
where they
wouldn't be
are.
surprised if you know how there's also a Minions TV show.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if the Minions have just like model swapped out for rabbits, and it's like the same, like same.
Well, neither of them talk. Neither of them are higher than your ankle, and
Well, no, the Minions talk in their own broken English kind of way.
so do the Rabbids. They just
No, they just
mumble.
yell and grunt.
I thought that's what the minions did.
No, they have like really fucking broken English.
No.
And I am disappointed in myself that I know that.
We're deep into Minions lore here on this episode. We're taking a deep dive into. So
Professor-
now,
Despicable.
Whip, can you speak Simish as well? Is that what you're going to claim next?
Oh fuck no. I'm still convinced that that's just a bunch of sound bites and they're just randomly pulling.
I can just imagine they get like a dog in front of like a what do they call them, the
like a mixing board or something.
yeah, like a mixing board, and they just like burp, 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 and then they just put
That's
audio with some artist, and he's like, oh, I will draw this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh no. Let's actually probably start talking about the game, I guess. So, look, they've been talking about making this game, or they've been making it for about 3 years now, which surprises me because I don't think the Switch has been in development for that long. So, we'll see how that goes. Obviously, the France and Milan team have been making it, so that's why it's very heavily Rabbids, because it's from over that part of the world. But
I've been raving
Just-
about it.
oh, they're raving about it. Ubisoft has done. Oh, you
dear.
Game Bro podcast is on with us as well. Welcome to the chat. Really do join us every Monday night if you can. It's good fun in the chat. Let's run through some facts of the game. This thing that comes out in August. It's going to be 2 versions of gameplay in this game. So you're going to start with exploration mode in the kingdom, because the Rabbids have ended up somehow in the Mario Kingdom. It's something Portal has brought them there and it's changed the whole world. But you'll be exploration modes where you'll
Shittiest crossover plot point ever.
yeah.
And most fucking overused one too.
Hey Whip,
And
they
you go,
haven't
oh, random open portal.
no, they haven't announced
just
this yet.
over there.
But I 100% guarantee you, there's a helicopter's crashed through the kingdom's portals, and the Rabbids have fallen out into the world, and that's
Well,
what it is.
that's what set up the portal, is like a helicopter just crashed into a building,
Yeah.
and they sort of just let the rabbits in.
Maybe it was a helicopter
Oh.
crashed into a helicopter crash, which created a weird time portal thing.
Create a singularity.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
No,
But
it crashed into that point in the Super Mario Brothers movie where there was the portal through to the Mushroom Kingdom.
that's it.
There you go.
We don't speak of that movie.
I loved it.
Oh, you love the movie. Everyone loves that movie. What was that? That was 90s? 90s?
Oh, that was a dark
Scary.
time.
It's a very dark time. But look, you're going to have this exploration part of the game where you're just going to be walking around trying to solve puzzles, all the kind of. It seemed very 3D Mario style, but with a bit of squad. You're walking around with your different heroes that you'll be unlocking during the game. There's 8 heroes in the game. You will be using Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi, and then also the Rabbids version of those characters. Have you? I still go back
I
to.
swear that it feels so much like a design cop out though. Like, how could we get away with not making new characters? I know. Let's just throw their costume on them and just call it good.
It's like, how can we have more characters but less
That's
characters?
character. That's it. I do love
Just
the
give you, like 2
the
separate coloured toads.
yeah the Donkey Kong rabbit that was at E3, the big statue of that. That looks really
That's
cool.
stupid, like,
I want
giant.
one. I want to hug
monster-y
it
kind
and
of
squeeze
thing.
it and call it George.
That's it. So look, that's one part of it, but then, well, firstly, Josh, are you excited about just walking around in another Mario world before Mario Odyssey? So this will be the first time we get a 3D sort of Mario world for a while.
No, it's not. Anyway,
When was the last time we had an actual?
proper 3D. Yeah. Actually,
Super
you're
Mario
right.
Galaxy on the Wii.
Yeah, so it is a fair
It's still a
while,
while away.
but it'll be 2 months before we get a proper version of it. But anyway,
Yeah. I'm excited to see the Mario World again, but I don't know about the whole Rabbids thing, to be honest.
oh
I
come
don't think it
on,
really well, it doesn't even look like Mario anymore, really.
no,
It looks like they just threw a bunch of kids' blocks together and just randomly threw some Mario textures while they were there.
Yeah.
no,
That sounds like the Rabbids design team's motto.
Yeah.
they've been working 3 years to do that. Whip, settle down. You know how hard it is to make that kind of stuff. From what I understand, there's 4 kingdoms that won't just be, or there'll be 4 separate maps that you'll be walking around in as well.
Yep.
So there is also then a hub sort of area, which is Peach's Castle, which isn't affected by the whole mishap, and that's where you'll upgrade a lot of your stuff. But so this little puzzle solving, chest finding kind of unlocking area will be half the gameplay. But the stuff that we really want to talk about is the crazy tactical adventure, as they say on their website.
Oh yeah.
What a tagline! What marketing speak! This is great. So basically, you walk through these 2 flags.
Oh, so like a beach lifeguard zone.
Yeah, lifeguard
Yeah.
zone, all that kind of stuff. And once you go into that, you're onto basically a tactical battlefield, which is all square based like XCOM, and you'll take turns and you'll have movement areas and pipes and cover and all that kind of weird stuff you'll be able to do. This is probably the best part of the gameplay itself, and this is what is making me
I don't know,
really
man. Those
excited about this.
puzzles, they look pretty good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. They don't look too bad.
Well,
puzzles,
Andrew,
man, that's all I want.
Andrew and Alex, what do you guys think of this XCOM style gameplay or tactics based gameplay that they're offering us in this game?
Well, look, I'm very biased because I love XCOM and Fire Emblem.
Yep.
So I was just like, another tactics game. I want it now. So, I mean, and I like we saw some gameplay before we started, and I feel like that whole, you know, you can use another character to like kind of boost and
jump.
spring someone over.
Yeah.
That mechanic alone makes that game so much more interesting than I thought it was ever going to be, because it makes positioning on the map so more versatile.
Yeah, definitely.
There's
So
also like warp pipes as well that you could use to maneuver around the map, and it looked like there was also like multi-level sort of tactics combat in a sense.
Oh.
You could jump to higher levels, and that gives you like
Vantage points
Yeah,
and
vantage
stuff,
points.
yep.
And
yeah, so line of sight is obviously a big thing. There'll also be the cover itself is different types of cover. So some of it will be easily destructible, and you actually hurt the person on the other side when you hit them. But then there's also really solid cover, which will take a few hits to actually break it. So you've got to keep an eye out for things like that. The jumping mechanic will obviously get you to move around the map a lot quicker because you've got that blue zone, and it looks like it's pretty easy to obviously show you where to go. But I originally saw it and I thought, oh, okay, it's just going to be a bit of fun. But it actually, from some of the videos we saw tonight, it actually looked like a fairly deep gameplay in there. And it actually, this is only the first couple levels of it, so they haven't shown the part down the track. There's like 250 weapons that we'll be able to get and upgrade. And
The fact that you can like run through enemies,
yeah, so there'll be
it adds something else to it.
there's a slide tactic, so you can actually and then there's some of the abilities of the actual characters themselves can react, so they'll get an attack on someone if they get attacked, which isn't part of their go, so you get that bonus attack in the game. So now, Josh, you an XCOM fan?
I enjoy the game. I'm absolutely rubbish at it.
Yeah, well, you're rubbish at most things, but
Yes.
you still enjoy it. So that's the main thing. How deep into the XCOM games have you actually gone though? So the tactics wise,
Not very far.
Okay.
Sort of rudimentary tactics wise. Like I said, I'm not very good at it.
I just
the
like
whole
the
taking cover and all that sort of
brief
stuff.
sound of disappointment in Wilco's voice when you
Yeah.
said not very far.
No,
That's okay.
No,
I
haven't
don't
gone that
expect
far.
him to be honest, really. So this kind of gameplay in Mario and Rabbids, you're obviously going to get it because you've got a Switch and you buy every game that comes out. Is
Yep.
this the part that's exciting you most about this game, though?
Not really.
No?
It's a different take on the whole Mario thing. So it's something it's piqued my interest
Yep.
to see how it plays and all that sort of stuff. But it's probably not what's going to drag me into it ultimately.
Okay. So we'll let that go and we'll go to the man who does let it go. Whip, I know you've got some words to say on this game, and not all of them will be hype related. So is this the area that you want to discuss a little bit about, or just the rabbits
Very,
themselves?
very few of my words for this game are hype related.
But this is what we are. We're a very balanced podcast. I do like to say that, even though it is super hype train.
Hype's tricky. You have to balance the hype.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's great. I bring enough negativity to just balance out the other 4 hosts.
that's it. So, Whip, talk to us.
All right. Firstly, who the fuck signed off on this idea? Just
neither.
to start with, like, how do you even bring that up? Let's take Mario and these stupid little rabbits things, and put them in one fucking game.
You know what probably sealed the deal?
What's
Lots
that?
of money. They were just like, oh wait, Rabbids are actually very popular for some reason. We don't know why. Let's chuck Mario with it.
Do you know
There's
what
more
really
money.
sealed the deal? Nintendo going, oh crap, we've got this new machine coming out and we need third parties to make games for it. Ubisoft, you've worked with us before. Can you do something? Thank you. That'd be great. So,
But that's why they've got Skyrim. That's their third party
Skyrim.
support for the next 10 fucking years. It's just that game.
Skyrim is only coming to it because it has to come to every console on rock and car monitor and everything in history before 2020. Because they've got to get paid mods out. That's what it is. Anyway, so, yeah. Come on.
I'll admit though, the gameplay for this does look interesting if you are a fan of that sort of strategy tactics,
Mhm.
XCOM, Fire Emblem style thing. That's not my sort of game. I just don't have the patience for them. But it does look very in depth, like you guys were saying. With the cover and jumping, multi-level sort of battle zones. Definitely brings a bit of a flair to it. As you did say though, there is 250 something odd weapons in this game. And in all likelihood, you're going to use maybe fucking 8 of them.
But some of them shoot honey, and some of them look like a Cooper gun.
Luigi does have his vacuum gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if I wanted the vacuum gun, I'd just go fucking play Luigi's Mansion, okay?
No, but that's a gun that blows the thing in the other direction.
Oh, no.
I hear that gun sucks anyway.
God fucking damn it.
Someone clip
Oh,
that
the
joke. That's
puns.
hilarious.
It's something. I
It
would say
is.
hilarious, though.
Oh. So there's going to be 3 levels of difficulty in there. It's going to have the Joy-Con controller support or the Pro controller. I know what we're all going to be playing it on. But it does have that co-op challenges for friends and local multiplayer, as every Switch game has to have these days, which is cool.
Can you imagine the motion control Joy-Con controlling them, and you're just like, go this way, like you're trying to guide a plane. You just like,
Yeah, you try
Yeah, I
to
kinda want
quick
that.
jump over that platform. Instead, you accidentally reach over and punch your friend in the face. Just
Maybe it's like
go that way. Ah,
like Street Fighter. You got like a Hadouken mode, or
the one that doesn't work. I saw someone play that, and they're just like trying to do Shoryuken, and they do that, and it doesn't work. But they do the jerk off motion, and they're like Shoryuken till their face falls off.
Oh, there's so much clip gold in this tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, we'll have this a YouTube video up later on too. So you need to watch this for all its glory. Look, on Ubisoft's website, they've got a few other major feature points of this game. Discover the Mushroom Kingdom like you've never seen it before. Twisted, marvelous Rabbids. Experience a good adventure, humor, epic story, vibrant animations, and colourful visuals. Powered by the Snowdrop engine. Has anyone heard of the Snowdrop engine before? I believe I have. I can't remember what it's from though.
It's Frozen.
Division. It's what powered the Division.
Okay, that's it. That's where I've heard it from. That's a good engine. I like that. I want to
Shame
talk.
it wasn't a good game.
Oh, shut up! Says the man who's one of the hosts on a Division podcast. So,
Yeah,
I'm sensing a division here.
there it is. Very big division. I want to talk about the humour of this game a little bit now. Rabbids Peach has been shown
Has
taking
her own Instagram account.
yes,
Let's
and
start with that.
taking selfies. How bad is the humour of this game going to be in 5 years' time when everyone's going, "Oh my god, why?"
What do you mean
How bad is
5
the
years?
humor of this
time?
game?
What
Oh,
do
you mean
mean?
like what we're thinking now?
Yes.
Right?
As long as there's no fidget spinners.
Oh my
A little
god, that'll be
bit, somewhere.
DLC.
now that you've said
It'll
that,
be one of the guns.
It'll
It'll
be a
be-
fidget spinner gun, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Pooh!" and the fidget spinner's like, "What?" It's like a boomerang.
Yeah.
And then it just stays
Because
over
they can
there.
100% do it and not have to pay anything on licensing. Because the copyright for fidget spinners is fucking long gone.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't even know how long we've been going for, so I'm trying to keep track of this. But look, there's a lot of other things. Play everywhere, obviously. Unlock new in game with the amiibo figures. Josh, you're an amiibo collector? No.
the ones I like, yeah.
So you're not going to get these ones then?
I might not.
Right? Well,
Probably
we have got an
won't.
amiibo
I'll see
collector.
what it gets me in the game.
Oh, look at those sexy amiibos up there. You'd love that one, Josh. Is anyone actually looking at getting these amiibo?
Fuck no.
Look, I don't want anything friggin' rabbit related in my
come
house
on.
unless it's got like a gun pointed at it.
These are the next big thing. They're gonna be huge. They've been trying to make them huge for 10, 15 years now.
Yeah, well, they can keep trying.
So look, that's a wrap up of sort of what the features are and what we actually think of the features. We'll go into an actual discussion about what our thoughts and hopes are for this game in a sec. I just want to quickly talk about these slides that leaked pre E3. Did you guys pre-3? Did you guys see like all this leak that happened? I'm trying to find the date now. It was
it was like 2 weeks before E3.
yeah, 23rd of May was when they all leaked out. The things like convince the media that this game's good or something or other was said on it.
I'm already convinced though.
Well, that's it. But when you heard all that, especially Whip, we'll start with you because you're Mr. Negative tonight. When you saw all these announcements and rumors, and like this thing's been talked about for probably 5 or 6 months before this, what was your impression of it then?
Okay, pretty much the same impression as I've got now. Who the fuck signed up on this?
Yeah, okay, cool. So that's what I figured. Everyone else, though, was that the same impression you guys had back then before the actual gameplay got revealed?
Yeah, I ripped on it super hard.
Yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. So, look, that's the same opinion I had of the game because I'm like, this just makes no sense. Like, this should not be a part of the world. So, why has our opinions changed so much, the boys that have changed? Is it purely down to that gameplay reveal, like the actual tactics side of it?
For me, it's the gameplay because they can't sell me on Rabbids. Like,
No.
they just can't do it. But they go, oh, he doesn't like Rabbids. Let's hit him with his weakness. Tactics games.
Did you
Really?
ever expect that that's the way the game was going to be before they announced?
No, never. I never thought there would be like a Mario Tactics game. I mean, there's every other Mario game, so I feel like an idiot. But
Here's the, like, I thought, yeah, sure, they could make a tactics game, but to make one with that much depth, I thought it'd be just some watered down crap. But no,
Yeah.
it's all right.
No, that's it. I honestly thought it was just going to be a standard RPG like Mario RPG back in the day, and with Rabbids in there trying to go around saving the world. But this is definitely not what I expected, which is a good change. And it's the sort of opinion that everyone but Whip is getting on this game is that it was a terrible idea, but they're a little bit actually open to the idea now. So it's just
you know what? I'll tell you what.
Still
I'm
leads
going
to
to
an
enjoy the game double for him.
that's it.
That's fine. It's fine. It's acceptable.
That's fair enough. Well, I want to see him change directions as soon as he sees the gameplay and all us having fun. But we'll see
No,
what
I'm
happens.
not even going to buy it. I
No, no.
refuse to buy it.
Well, you should tune into the couple of NPC stream when I get it, and I'll buy it. Yeah.
Oh, that's famous.
That is the best segue marketing
Shameless.
I've ever heard. Do you work for Ubisoft at all in the Rabbids department? No, maybe not. Let's.
No, I would burn them from the inside if I
It's
was.
it's the brainchild behind their new logo.
Oh god.
I would totally have done that. Hey, it's like, hey, we need a new logo, and I'm like, how can I put shit in here?
Make it look like a turd.
Yeah.
Let's go into the actual what we hope for this game. Let's start with the negative again. Dylan, what do you actually overall, what do you expect and hope and think from this game when it comes out?
I have so many thoughts on this game, but
No, tell us.
I expect
That's my friend.
I expect the Wii Tactics lovers who will enjoy the game purely for its gameplay. But I very much doubting that anyone is going to get on board with this theme of Mario and Rabbids, because it's just absolutely fucking horrible. Just I can't get over how bad the design looks, to me anyway. It looks like they sort of took Mario in name only and some character designs, but really it looks a lot more like a Rabbids game to me.
Yeah.
Like, even the environment, it doesn't look Mario-like to me. It looks a lot more like...
It's because
a
the
Rabbids game.
rabbits have invaded. We have to fight them off. You have to join us in our crusade.
Yeah, but then why
Guess
would
I'll
it look
smoke
like
you.
Rabbids already? It would look more like Mario, and then trying to fucking blast them off the map, which I'd be okay with. Give me this in like a first-person format where I can shoot some fucking rabbits.
Well, that's what you do.
Upset.
You don't actually attack anybody that's not a rabbit.
That's it. Rabbids is
Yeah,
the
but
only
I want
baddies
it
in
in
this game.
first person, not this tactics crap. I want to just.
I'm sorry, what?
see them
Did you say
from my
tactics?
face on the wall.
I just want to know what's going to happen at the end of the year when people are talking about this in Game of the Year talks. Are you going to be jumping back?
It's gonna have to
For
let it go.
starters, I'll think you've paid off everyone who's talking about it as a game of the year.
No.
You've never been correct once.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I just would laugh if all of a sudden at the end of the year everyone's talking about it and Whip's just like, nah, didn't get on that chain. There's the We Are 8-Bit account just quickly wants to know on Twitter, would you be interested in the Rapids and Frozen crossover?
I would be.
There we go, Josh would be. Okay, so enough about that. Let's move. Let's let it go.
Yeah, I think we should let it go.
Alex and Andrew, what are your thoughts and hopes on this actual game? What do you think people will be saying about it once it's released?
I think it's going to be really, really good. I feel like the game, like Alex and everybody else said, the game looks like it has a lot of depth. I feel like it's a different take on the tactics genre, because a lot of other tactics games like Fire Emblem and XCOM are a lot more serious.
Yep.
And this appeals to a like more
A younger audience.
yeah, younger audience. So we're inspiring tactics onto the new generation.
That's it, sucking them in. So all I want to
Yep,
play
that's
is tactics games, Rapids games, and Mario games from here on in.
And I don't think it's going to be game of the year.
No.
Like, I think it's going to be good. I have a feeling it's going to be better than I ever thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just too many really high quality games this year, and they just can't compete with like Zeldas and Horizons. You know what I mean?
I thought you were gonna say, there's just too many rabbits.
Let me out of here.
We need another title for this podcast, the best jokes of the year. Josh, what are your overall opinions of this game, or what do you think people were saying after launch?
If we completely ignore the fact that the Rabbids are actually in this,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of things that are actually going for this game. I mean, it's a new take on the Mario genre. It's
Mhm.
a tactics game. It's using a game engine that has proven to be a good one.
Yep.
That's also used for a lot of other, well, not a lot, but a few other Ubisoft games, like The Fractured But Whole and what was the other one? That Starlink,
Yep.
which is one later on. but also the guy that's doing the music for the game. Holy crap, has he done some good music across his career? He's done heaps for Rare. He's freelanced on some of the Civ games. He did music for one called Fart Cat, which was on iOS.
I'm in. Sold.
Done.
As if I wasn't already sold.
But yeah, so there's a lot of things that are going in the positive for this game. It's just the fact that there's Ubisoft and Rabbids. So I think it's still going to be a really good game if you can get past the fact that you got those goddamn not yellow minions
I
running.
like how your opinion
and when
is
you think
basically
about it-
just...
Sorry, when you think about it, have you noticed most of the negative criticism is, oh, there's Rabbids.
Yeah.
Like, I agree. I hate those things. But, like, that's the only negative
That
criticism
is
I
it.
really hear. Which means the core gameplay is actually, like, really solid. Brendan 8-Bit, he
heard
says
of him.
it's good. I believe him, because he's on my side.
That's it.
I think it's going to be a good game. Again, it's not going to be a game of the year. There's too much up against it, but it's going to be a good one.
But what if it is?
Exactly.
If it is, I'll go fucking eat my shoe. Okay.
We've heard it here.
Yeah,
Someone's
yeah.
eating their
First.
shoe at the end of the year.
Can everyone try and do whatever they can? Hashtag Rabbids Game of the Year. Let's get it happening. Start it now.
It's now officially my game of the year.
That's it. What needs to class it? It just needs to get one award, Whip? Is that what we're classing it as? Just one award?
Yeah,
No,
I
because
reckon
it'll
if it
get
gets one.
an award for something. Like,
It's
it'll
the
probably get something
NPC
stupid.
game of the year.
Best Rabbids Game of the Year. You heard it here
Best
first.
Rabbids. It's not hard.
Look, I'm pretty much in the same boat as these other boys. The game itself just sounds really good fun, and if it was just Mario Tactics and that was what the game was called and that's what it was, this would be... Everyone would be raving about how good it is. Raving Rabbids how good this game is going to be.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, so... Look, if you...
Fans would be going rabid to try and get it off the shelves.
That's it. All the jokes are coming out. This is great. I do think the humour of the Rabbids is going to get to me though. I don't know how to get around that, but
By shooting rabbits. That's how I'm going to get around it. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I hate them so much. Oh, I get to kill them. Oh, thank God.
I
So,
have seen you can actually shoot them off the map too, so there you go.
I did notice that there's actual
You can launch them.
so it's not just actually killing them. You actually launch them off the map, which is the even better part of the tactic. There's so many. It seems like a really deep tactics game, and we've only seen like the early levels of it as well. So I'm expecting to be some really good stuff in it. Like I said, it's an XCOM game. I can take them on the go, or I can play around my kids. I'm on board with this game. But like I said, the worry is definitely the Rabbids and that part of it and that humour, because I just don't like it. I've watched that cartoon, like I said, and I just turn it off as soon as I can.
I got a question.
Yes.
Question. What do you guys think the sales are going to be when this game launches? Do you think it's going to be like up there with Breath of the Wild, maybe?
No, but I do think at this point, the Switch owners are getting pretty fucking desperate for a new game. And,
It'll have a
they'll
high
try just
attach
about
rate.
anything.
It will have a high attach rate because it's got Mario in it and because they are just starved for games. So when Splatoon 2 come out, it's after that, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I think it is after that, yeah.
So this
Until
is
later in the year, I believe.
this is the next AAA title coming to Switch, and we haven't had one since ARMS, which was a... but we haven't really had one since Mario Kart, which was an up-port. So...
Actually, Splatoon.
But no one
2
had the
is
Wii U anyway,
21st.
so...
Oh, Splatoon 2 is before it.
Yeah,
Okay.
21st this month.
Oh my
Of
Lord.
July.
Yeah.
There you
Lord
go.
have mercy on my wallet.
I'm not getting that. Just that's as you can tell.
But it's got the best chat feature ever.
But you can be a kid and a squid.
Oh.
I played the test fire thing of that, and it was terrible. But that might have just been my
Because
connection.
you suck at anything with fucking shooting in it.
He has it here. That's it. That's exactly the reason. Hashtag bring on Destiny 2. And look, so that makes it a bit different, but they'll still be staffed. Like that's still a full month and a half, 5 weeks before the Splatoon 2. And if you're not a fan of Splatoon 2, then which everyone outside of Japan generally isn't. So
I don't know. I would disagree, actually. Splatoon has a fucking massive following
Does
for
it?
what a shitty, stupid game it is, yeah.
I thought it
What
was
if we
only big
get
over there.
Splatoon guns in
Splatoon plus Rabbids.
Rabbids? In Raby Rabbids?
You watch, that'll be a fucking amiibo thing, right?
Fuck yeah, it will be.
How
Each
good's that?
amiibo is just like a different gun. Oh, I got my Mewtwo gun. I'm like, see you later, sucker. It's gonna be great. And then it's like you put the Fire Emblem one on, and they're just like, we don't understand what a gun is. Good times. Good times. It's gonna be great.
So everyone else, you think it's actually going to sell fairly well, I assume.
I think so.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll sell reasonably well, yeah.
Yeah.
It was so well.
Yeah, I'm not going to say great, but it'll sell okay.
Honestly, I'm expecting it to be like Mario Kart 8 levels of success.
That is a big claim.
I was about to say.
No, look, it's there's a few factors. One, like you said, the fact that it's the next big AAA title that everyone's kind of, wanting.
Yep.
But it's also the fact that Rabbids is such a huge franchise. I mean, I don't understand why, but it is. It's huge, and so is Mario. It's got a lot of audiences to pull from.
You're right in that respect, but at the same time, like, how many people are that invested in tactics RPGs? Like, I feel like that's where it might.
I think that's going to be its thing, is you're aiming this console at kids and this game at kids who generally do not have the patience to sit there with a tactical game.
But you know what kids do think? They just see Mario and they just see this funny little Rabbids character that's on TV of a Friday afternoon, and they'll just go, "I'll play that," and they don't care. They'll just sneak it in. They don't even realise it's a
And they'll be
tactics
like,
game.
Oh my god, it's so fluffy! I'm gonna die.
Yeah, there's going to be so many kids that are going to want to get this because it's Rabbids and Mario.
Speaking
And
as
then
somebody
they're gonna
at
get
the
hooked on
mental age of a kid,
tactics.
I'm in.
So
Target audience already.
what does that mean then, Whip? Are we going to be seeing Mario and Rabbids Kingdom 2? Because this thing's
please,
just
for
going
love
to
of God,
sell
no.
so well.
Fuck, no, I hope not.
It's
I
going to be a
reckon
yearly
it'll sell well.
franchise, isn't it? It's going to be a
Oh,
seasonal
no.
game.
Please, no.
The next one will be open world.
That's it. It's happening.
Isn't it already half open world, half fucking
Yeah.
tactical combat anyway?
Yeah.
It's 65-35 split.
I don't know whether you actually made that up.
No, I read that on the slides. It's like 35%
I actually did see that.
exploration, 65% turn-based combat. So it's a 65-35 split.
You've been shown, Whip. I'm sorry, but you've been shown. Okay, let's start wrapping this thing up. I want to just hear some positives and some negatives, Whip, and whether people should be serious about this game or not.
Look, you're giving me a hard task here, okay?
I know.
I can't being positive about this fucking game. Well, at least it looks nice.
It's got lots of pretty colors.
That's really about all I've got.
Also, there was a giant toilet. Did you see the gameplay? There's a giant toilet. I mean, what's not to love?
Does it seem like a giant toilet, and there's like a rabbit sitting on a duck inside that giant toilet?
Where he belongs.
Do you know that's the second podcast in a row now I can put a toilet on the cover of the promo thing now. So, yes. Anyway, so that's a positive. That's your positive. It looks good. It looks pretty.
It's a positive.
Okay.
This
So
is probably the only positive I've got.
okay. So give us one of the negative. Your biggest negative of this game, just straight up.
I have many, but I'm worried about their so-called amiibo support and
Yeah.
what that could actually be. Like, it says in-game features, which, for starters, I have issues with that as a whole. Like, locking out in-game features through a
Sure.
purchasable physical item is
Yeah.
fucking...
See, that depends. If it's stuff like in Mario Kart where it's more aesthetic in-game stuff,
Yeah,
then it's
that's
not a
fine.
problem. But if
Yeah,
it's like
that's fine.
amiibos give you guns, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in. But like, that'll
Yeah,
suck
like
too.
if the amiibos are locking out actual content and not just aesthetic costume changes,
Yeah.
then I have so many like issues with that. It's just microtransactions, but instead I have to hoard shit. Okay, I can't just pay $3 for a piece of digital content. I have to pay $16 for this tiny ass fucking, granted, incredibly detailed statue that I really don't fucking want.
But
And I have to go out of the house to get an amiibo. That's my biggest issue.
yeah.
Well,
The-
no, you can order it online.
You just order it from eBay and get them to deliver it.
Yeah.
But then I have to walk to my door.
Yeah, but you can play the Switch on the go.
Tell them to leave it there or pop it like in like a little.
I'll be like those guys, in Wall-E, where they're just like on the chairs and like. That's why I like the Switch so much. I'm like.
So amiibo support is your negative, pretty is your positive. Okay, that's cool. And people should not be looking at this game. Is that your opinion?
Well, I think if you are seriously bored out of your fucking mind, go ahead, have a look at the game.
That's
But
also
if you
me.
have absolutely like anything else to put your time into, do that instead.
Okay. Okay, boys, same deal. Positive, negative, and yes or no.
All right, positive. It's a tactics game. Looks like it has a lot of depth. It's a unique take on a tactics game because of that whole jumping system and allowing you to maneuver around the map. I like all the different guns and stuff that you can get. We've only seen a fraction of what they can bring in. I do agree with Whip about the amiibo support. It really depends on how they implement it.
Yeah.
But it could be good, it could be bad. But my only negative is Rabbids, and even then, it's not enough to stop me
Okay. That's fair.
because I'll kill them all.
And so it's a yes from you. The game is a buy.
It's the yes from me.
Okay. Does your partner in crime there have any suggestions on this?
All right, so in terms of positives, yeah, I agree with Andrew on this one. Like, there's a lot of depth to
Wow.
the combat system. Like I said, I thought it would be very watered down.
Yeah.
But my negative is a bit different to his. My negative is I think maybe there might be a bit too much depth considering the target audience. I mean, we sort of covered that it's most likely aimed for children because kids love Mario, kids love Rabbids. Like it's like if it's too complicated, the kids won't be able to enjoy it. If it's not complicated enough, then adults like this guy won't be challenged or whatever. So sort of on the fence in that regard, but mostly it's a yes from me. I'm on board with this.
I feel like if it's similar to like Fire Emblem Heroes is a very watered down and simplistic version of actual Fire Emblem tactics.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's along those lines, I feel like that's simple enough for kids to get. Because I mean, I'm decent at that game, so it has to be simple.
That's it.
I guess.
It depends on what their target audience is by kids too. Are they thinking like
true.
the older segment of kids or the very young segment that are
Yeah.
entranced by that stupid fucking cartoon going to pick
I
it
think
up?
it's
Nintendo
the
targets the whole family.
Yeah,
God,
pretty
they
much.
target our family.
Nintendo
that-
plays
that could
Literally,
be an issue,
Miyamoto
though.
is targeting your
Defense.
family if you don't buy this game.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it
Well,
is.
that's fair.
Like that could generally be an issue.
You saw him. He had a real gun on stage. It was real.
Come on, Josh. Positive, negative, and yes or no.
All right, the positives that I'm seeing in this is it's a different take on the Mario universe, as I've said,
Yeah.
even if they're putting in those goddamn things with it, which is possibly the one negative. As for the combat, I think that it's actually going to be simplistic enough for the kids to understand, because there's not too much that you've got to go through to figure out, am I going to actually be able to take that guy out? It
dinner.
just literally tells you, it's like, you've got a 100% chance to hit, you got a 50% chance to hit, sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen. It looks really good. Music's gonna be good. No doubt about that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Also, yeah, another positive is the whole hashtag sassy. Not really. That's the negative. They need to stop that. But yeah, the amiibo support does have me worried because I did watch a thing with Ubisoft where they were talking about what sort of things you can unlock in the game, and it's literally just guns.
Yeah.
So unless like costume changes are only are amiibo only, then I'm fine with that.
Yep.
But yeah, if you do get guns out of the amiibos, it better just be a reskin of one.
It can't be something that actually, it can't be an actual gun. I just can't see that happening. No. If it does, then there'd be issues.
Oh, so there'll probably be one somewhere, but you know.
So yes or no?
But I'm gonna say yes, because it's definitely one. If you've got kids, it's one that you can play with them.
Yep.
You can listen to their input, but not listen to them or what you want to do anyway.
Okay. So I'll say my part. I apologise for my co-host not knowing how to count to one. It is a little bit of an issue, but that's okay. We'll get there. My one
Speaking my mind.
My one main positive is the fact that it's a tactics game. Like, it just looks really good as far as that tactics side of it goes. My one negative is the humour. I don't really think I'm going to enjoy that part of it at all, but my 7-year-old will probably love the hell out of it, and she'll be laughing all the way through it. So it's still a negative for me. But yes, definitely I would be looking at it if you've got a Switch and you want to play a game, because the indie titles have even dried up at the moment. I went on the store the other day.
Yeah, there's a lot that was shown, but just still doesn't have a release date.
Well, the Binding of Isaac's even been pushed back again for Australia.
Binding of Isaac got pushed back in this fucking country alone, and that's about it.
Yeah. Well, it's been out since almost launch on every other console. So, but yeah, there's been a little bit of a dry spell at the moment. So definitely we're eager for the next thing to play on our Switches at the moment.
I can't wait till they bring Hotline Miami to the Switch.
Dude, I can't wait for the Hollow Knight release on the Switch.
That's probably not going to happen ever.
Yeah, no, I don't think it will either. But Hollow Knight, I've ended up getting it on the PC, but if it does come, when it does come to Switch, I'll probably get it there as well. Well, let's start closing this little bad boy out. We've got a little bit of time, so feel free to talk about some things that you're excited on that's coming up in the next week, games or anything like that. So we'll start with the boys.
To sum up the podcast.
What?
I was going to say, to sum up the podcast though, Rabbids fuck no, tactics yes.
Okay. Make more tactics games. And make more Rabbids games just to annoy Whip. Alex and Andrew, give us your shout outs this week and plugs on where they can get you. What are you excited about?
Well, because I just got a Switch, of course I'm excited about Mario Rabbids, but I've got Crash Bandicoot to smash. Oh, I'm so keen to play that game. Have you played Crash Bandicoot yet?
No.
Like the new one?
No.
So good.
The old one, you mean?
Well, it is like old one, but beautiful.
Everyone's playing it at the moment, so it is good. You're enjoying it, I hear.
I like it. It feels and handles like the old games. So,
which was
I mean, I fail
so like garbage
so badly. But no, it's good. I'll be playing that tomorrow on the stream, twitch.tv/a couple of NPCs. And you basically just find us everywhere at a couple of NPCs.
Okay, sweet. And that's how many times a week are you bringing content out, and what content is it?
We stream every weekday from 6:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Monday is the podcast. Wednesdays we play retro games, and then the other days are just
whatever.
However much Crash Bandicoot I can play.
How far through Crash are you? 1, 2, 3? Are you? Which part of it?
I'm still in the first game because I only got to play it on Friday on the stream, and then I went out all weekend.
Okay.
And then I got the Switch, and I was like, well, shit, I'm not home, and I got the Switch, so...
that'll generally screw shit up for you.
Okay, so Alex, is there anything you want to add to that little part of it?
Oh, I kind of got the feeling Ed just sort of covered it. We don't always play retro games, even though it sort of feels like we are, because it's nothing but Crash Bandicoot and Retro Wednesday, which is the Pokemon Nuzlocke run.
Where all the characters are named after sitcom characters.
Yeah, from the 90s. It's hilarious.
We've got a Raticate called Kramer. We've got a Gyarados called Becca.
Jeez, we've got a Hypno called Costanza.
Please say there's someone called Fraser.
Jerry. That's gold.
We haven't got Fraser yet. We got that one in the back. We got that one in the back pocket.
Can you get something that looks like Brendan from 8-Bit and call it Fraser, please? That'd be gold if you can do that.
We have a Snorlax called Uncle Phil.
Nice.
Oh, close. Yes, that'll do. Josh, give us your excited plugins and shout-outs.
Well, there's nothing really exciting happening now. I've got some stuff going on in the background,
Ooh,
but
tell us.
that's a fair ways off. It's too far away to be letting on to that one.
But you have enticed me, good sir.
Yeah, I know. I will say that I'm recording some playthroughs of some games.
Mario Rabbids.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to
I'm
stream for about
recording
3
some
weeks just for annoy Whip.
Nice.
Sorry, I just won't watch for 3 weeks. It's no skin off my back.
Yeah, sorry, Josh.
But yeah,
Sorry
so-
to interrupt you.
Recording some gameplays and whatnot. So
Yep.
I've got a few episodes knocked together, and they'll go live once I've finished a few games,
Yep.
so that I can get a good run on releasing them while still playing them with time left to just play with myself or
Okay.
something. But yeah, so that's what I've got going on. And you can
And-
find me at king_chommer
On Twitter?
on Twitter.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Hit me up there if you want to play games with me or something.
That's
I'll let you
it.
know.
He also does a couple other podcasts that you probably should tell people about as well after you had that beer.
I
Yeah,
do.
tell us.
I do.
Tell us.
Every other Friday, which I believe Friday coming
Yes.
is our podcast night. We have the Locked On podcast where we talk about the Division, basically Tom Clancy games, the Division, Rainbow Six, and that other one
Ghost Recon?
that's just slipped my mind. Ghost Recon. There it is.
Splinfell.
And we've also got the Mega Pokecast where we talk about all things Pokemon,
Yay,
Pokemon
lots of stuff
Go.
to talk about this week.
Magic Cup John.
We love Pokemon.
Now,
I'm not sure if it's out of place, but I've been playing so much Pokemon Go.
well, there you
Since
go. We
it's
need to
came
get you on on an episode of the Megacast. No, Pokercast. One of them. Whatever he just talked about. Whip,
Mega Pokecast.
that's it. Whip, where can people find you and
Pokercast
what are you
on
excited
Megacast.
about?
Okay, as for what I'm excited about, I did pick up Crash Bandicoot.
Ooh.
Yeah, fucking hey. Crash Bandicoot. I've played all of like half an hour there. I've been too busy.
So just
but-
clarify, if they had a Crash plus Mario Kingdoms, would you play that?
Oh, Crash plus Rabbids.
Ooh.
I wasn't going to go there, but if it was Crash and Mario.
I hate the rabbits enough. I would never touch the game
No, but
if it had rabbits in it.
it was
Like,
Crash
give me
and...
Crash and Mario, 100%.
I feel like
Give
Crash
me,
plus
like-
Rabbids would actually make a little bit more sense than Crash plus Mario.
Oh, 100% would. I still wouldn't play it though.
Just you wait. Next Crash Team Racing is gonna have rabbits in it.
Oh, yes. Make that happen.
Probably. Depends who funds that remaster.
Yeah.
Anyway, Whip, sorry to interrupt you. What else are you playing?
And I've jumped back into Elite Dangerous, so
Yes.
that's a time sink and a half to do absolutely anything.
Oh my god, it's so long to fly between places on that.
I spent like an hour just traveling from one place to another yesterday,
Yep.
and I only got to spend like 20 minutes actually doing anything afterwards.
So it sounds like American Truck Simulator in space.
It is. It literally
Basically,
is.
yeah, with more space and more shooting things.
Because you've got to do
Sounds
everything.
amazing.
You've got to do everything like it's a real galaxy. So you've got to go from that star to that star to that star. And like me and my mate were playing, we had to meet up, and it took us an hour to find each other on this map. And
Yeah, no, I was unfortunately stuck because I went on a trip because I was bored over to like before I stopped playing over to like the Pleiades Nebula, which is all pretty and shit and good for screenshots. And it took me about an hour and a half to come back when I started playing
yeah, but
to
people
actually get to the community goal.
people do that trip, and they used to back in when it first started, and you run out of fuel, and there was just no way. You had to basically start the game again because you
That
had
was
no
only
fuel.
if you're an idiot.
But people were doing it all the time. There's lots of idiots playing
Yeah,
that.
because they're idiots. You don't
I
buy
can just
it.
imagine. I can imagine it's just like, guys, road trip!
Yeah.
You just go,
Oh shit,
driving
Star
away.
Trip!
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
You know that game's on sale right now, 50% off, Steam sale.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that.
Is
Buy
it?
it.
Plugs.
Buy it.
He totally got it.
Yeah.
So what else? What else, Flip? Or where else can people get you?
You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at whipflash191 and on at least one of the two podcasts mentioned by Josh.
Yes.
Why not both?
So I can do
You can do both. Sweet. Wait till you see the image I've just put together for promoting it this week. You're gonna love it.
Oh, God.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's in my Twitch events. People on my chat, on on my page. Everyone's leaving now because we're wrapping it up. Oh my god, you've just made yourself really ugly, Josh, which I didn't think was possible. Anyway, so I'm Wilco's Chill Zone. You can find me on all the places at Wilco's Chill Zone. What am I playing at the moment? I'm playing Minecraft again. I don't know why, but I am. We've got some exciting stuff coming.
It's an addiction.
We've actually, the next AGPN Fight Night, which is next Friday, not this Friday, is going to be Minecraft Creative Mode. So we're organising that at the moment, and I've got some really big stuff lined up for December to do with Minecraft, but I'm going to keep that under wraps at the moment, and you can all find out about that a little bit later. Podcast v podcasts kind of style stuff, so it's going to be good fun. As well as that, I'm playing probably not much else. I've got a heap of stuff on the Steam sale. I need to play them. But focusing on...
No, that's not how the Steam sale works. You don't
It
need
is.
to play anything you've bought.
Rot.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I want to play Hollow Knight. I really do. I just got to find the time.
Oh, you play one or two things and you just let the rest sit there and you look at it every year like, oh, I should play that.
I like during the Steam sale, they're like, we'll give you stickers if you play a game from your back catalogue that you haven't played before. Go and find something that you've never ever played before. So it was good fun.
People
I mean,
are
that's
turning
why-
those into sexual things. It's great.
That's what happened with me with the Metro games. Like,
Yep.
I bought 2033 and Last Light on a Steam sale. I think it was either last year or the year before. And then I was like, oh my god, Exodus is coming out. So you better believe I played it.
Sweet.
It was great. I regret nothing. They speak to me a Russian accent. I speak back very nice.
You want the vodka? We
I
got the
want
vodka.
In Russia, we drink vodka like water. Very nice.
Well, it does mean water in Russian, so
Oh, does it? Well, there you go.
you learned something today.
So
That's where the flavor comes from.
So yeah, the end of the I've got the Megacast tomorrow night, which is the Ultra Super Mega podcast. We're doing, obviously, like we said, the Locked On and the Mega Pokecast this Friday. After that, I'm probably going to be doing some secret Minecraft stuff every time after the podcast. So I'll be streaming it, so you can have a look at it, but you won't know what
It's
I'm
not
doing.
very secret, is it?
Yeah. Now we've got a USM server now, so it's good fun. But
Oh, we do too. I need to hook up to that.
we
it out.
we finished playing. What were we playing? We played Overwatch on
Build a
Friday
giant
night.
penis.
And Matt, he said, "Can you test the server?" And 1 a.m. I got off. So, yeah. Look, that's it. Where this podcast you can actually find on ultrasimega.com.au. That's where we host it. It's on the YouTube channel after a couple of days as well. After I highlight it and download it and then upload it, it's good fun. If you want to find any of these guys, their Twitches and have just been said, and they're also underneath in here. Like I said, every Monday night at 9 p.m. we record live, so join us on this Twitch channel. It is good fun. This chat has been crazy nice. Thank you for everyone who dropped by. It has been very, very good fun. So next week we are talking about South Park, the fractured butthole.
It's kind of
Fractured butthole.
So very, very topical one. The following week we have it's going to be a double episode. Absolver and Cuphead we're going to be talking about. Haven't quite finalised the guests for that, but you'll see all that coming out on the Twitter very soon, which is at super hype train, super_hype train. Here's us on Twitter. But other than that, we will now we'll finish this up and we'll wait till next week to bring you the next episode. So thank you all for watching and listening. However you found us, give us a review if you can, and we'll catch you next week. See you. Bye. Stay hyped.
Bye.
Bye.